Tangentboy Live.
Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 9 of Tangent Boy Live, a place where you'll get one song, one snack, and one great story. Today I'm going to feature my song, He Doesn't Like You, But I Do. I'm going to give you some insight into the writing and recording of the track. I have a great story of what inspired the lyric for this song. Then I'm going to show you an easy recipe for homemade popcorn. Then I'll finish it off with a great story of how I met Vince Neil of Motley Crue. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please subscribe, follow, and share. Let's get this thing going. Rock on. He Doesn't Like You, But I Do. I really like this song because it allows me to get back to my hard rock roots. The lyric in this track was inspired by a story a good friend of mine once told me. His name's Dan Webb. And when he was a kid, he used to hang around with a couple friends around the neighborhood, and he had a crush on a girl that lived next door. And one of his other friends was this little chubby Mexican girl who noticed that he liked this other girl, and she used to say, "Daniel, she doesn't like you, but I do." He told us this story, and we always made fun of him for it. That always stuck in my head. So fast forward 10 years later, I'm in the studio messing around with this guitar riff, and I couldn't help but hum, "She doesn't like you, but I do." It fit. I changed it to "He Doesn't Like You, But I Do," to sing it from a male perspective. I recorded this song. I recall during mixdown, I was comparing it to a couple old White Stripes songs to get that sonic quality. And voila, the song was born. I'm going to try an acoustic version for you. I hope you like it. Melting eyes, searching for prey. Whispers within, let them fall where they may. In your life, colors get faded. Don't you lost yourself, wasn't worth it what you traded. I could pretend that you're mine. I could pretend I'll never get back. He doesn't like you, but I do. He doesn't like you, but I do. Hard to hide, shadows complain. You can't take them with you, and he won't let you stay. Turn away from the light, it's never what it seems. So far from the middle, but yet still stuck between. I can pretend that you're mine. I can pretend I'll never get back. He doesn't like you, but I do. He doesn't like you, but I do. He doesn't like you, but I do. Oh yeah. He doesn't like you, but I do. Let's make some homemade popcorn. You'll need white corn, vegetable oil, salt, Reese's Pieces, and my favorite, Amish Country ballpark-style popcorn salt. Add some vegetable oil to your pot and then set your burner to about 8. Add some white corn to the pot. Make sure to spread it around evenly. As it's warming up, I'm going to go ahead and add some salt. Now shake the pan, and every once in a while you want to let some of that hot air out. And keep shaking it until it starts popping. When you can tell it's done popping, go ahead and turn your burner off. If you want, add more salt. Put some in a bowl. Add some of your favorite seasoning. Throw in some Reese's Pieces, and you're all set. Nicky like homemade popcorn. All right, it's story time. This story takes place back between 2009 and 2012 when my band, the NEM Project, used to perform all around Las Vegas. We played at the Hard Rock. We played at the Railhead at Boulder Station. We played at House of Blues, Mandalay Bay, BB King's The Mirage, and the list goes on and on and on. Well, one of the clubs we frequented was called Feel Goods. Just happened to be a club owned by Vince Neil from Motley Crue. In fact, his son used to be a cook in the kitchen. A few years later, Danny Coker from the show Counting Cars purchased Feel Goods and changed the name to Vamped. He and his wife Corey managed it and booked my band dozens of times. It was one of our favorite places to play because it had such an awesome sound system. I not only was managing my band, I also worked a day job as a sergeant with the Clark County Metropolitan Police Department at the jail. On one occasion, Vince came in on one of his DUIs and had to spend a significant amount of time in jail. When he was in the booking area, another sergeant and I took him to a side cell to get him stripped out so he could go upstairs. While I'm stripping him out, I'm like, man, I just played your club last night. Fantastic sound system. He's like, I know, isn't it? Isn't it great? I'm like, yes, it's fantastic. Well, he got undressed and I reached over and purposely grabbed a pair of 4X boxers and I threw them at him and he caught them and he held them up and he looked at me like, really, dude? And I'm like, man, I'm just joking. And I handed him the correct size boxers and took him upstairs. That's how I met Vince Neil of Motley Crue. That's my story. I'm stuck to it.
Tangent Boy Live.